I'm in my car. It's night. Happy Sunday evening, y'all. I wanted to record to talk to the side chick. I have not had a dedicated conversation about this topic, and I feel like it's long overdue. And I think I'm going to post it to my YouTube because I said I was going to do a side chick series, and I think it's about time. Why is this topic important to me? Well, I was married 11 years, and my ex-husband ended up leaving to be with the woman he was creeping with. But he's not even, that instance isn't even my inspiration for this. It's my involvement, actually, being the secret, being the woman on the side, which is where I'm drawing from more so than being the woman who was cheated on. So the reason I feel like I can candidly, honestly talk about this topic so comfortably is because I've played both parts in my life. I've been both of these women in my life, in my lifetime. I've been both. I've been the main chick, the wife, not the main chick, but I've been the wife, and I've been the secret. Now, some people would argue, and I'm driving, so I can't really look into the phone. I'm going to put safety first, okay? Those of you who might be concerned, I'm not looking at the camera because I am driving. And I could have waited to record this to have better lighting and all that. You know, I could have done that. I know, probably should have done that. But I'm doing it because I'm doing it now because I felt like this sense of urgency. And I felt like if not now, then, you know, it'll be more months. Because I've been meaning to do a series about side chicks for months. So here we go. I'm just going to get on in there now. Like I said, back to what I was saying. Some people would argue that I wasn't a side chick because the man I was dealing with wasn't a married man. Let me go ahead and just get some things very, very clear, because we live in a time and in a society where people want to create their own definitions and redefine shit. Like, you know, they want to complicate everything. Well, technically, a side chick to me is any woman that is playing second fiddle to another woman. He has a main chick, whether that is a wife or a live-in girlfriend, and you're a secret. And he has to sneak and finesse and lie about his spending time with you in order to be with you. You're a side chick. And that was what I was. The man had a live-in baby mama who he's been with for years, okay? And this man was taking trips with me, cruises, you know, went to my son's graduation from basic training. I mean, he was highly involved, or we spent a lot of time together. Let me just put it like that. We spent a lot of time together. And that led me to believe that we really had something. Some people will say, well, shit, if he went to your son's graduation, you really didn't have anything. No. I mean, you really did have something. I'm sorry. Some people would argue we really did have something. No. Homeboy was an opportunist. But again, this talk isn't going to be about him, because I'm not getting ready to be on here being bitter and talking about how janky he was, because it really is not about him. It's really, I'm really speaking to the dynamic itself, right? So my particulars really aren't important. I just want to talk to you about the dangers and the downside that a lot of people just like to overlook. You know, no matter how you became a side chick, whether, you know, he lied to you, whether you knew from the beginning, it doesn't matter how you got there. The impacts eventually are the same. Most men who claim that they're going to leave are not going to leave. I'm at a stoplight, calm down. Most men who claim they're going to leave aren't going to leave. And if they do leave, you have just really inherited a cheater. So you didn't win anything, because if this man cheats, and please don't believe a dude when he say it's his first time. Please. Some of us are so gullible. I talk to women all the time. I coach women all the time that insist that they were the dudes first. And even if you were, let's just say you were his first. You won't be the last, even if you manage to win the man. Even if that's your objective eventually, because most women, let me just say this, I won't speak for all, because I realize there are different women that have different mentalities, and I'm speaking for the woman who wants this man and is believing the lie that he is going to leave his woman. Or even if he does leave his woman, now you become number one. But please understand, there will always be a number two. You don't get to inherit a faithful man. You don't inherit a faithful man. If you get the man, you got yourself a cheater. Damn, this line is long. If you get the man, well, that's fine. I might as well just wait in this line. Trying to get something to eat. Since I'm recording the video, I might as well just turn the light on. Forgive my bags. It's Sunday. I'm chilling. But anyway, you get the man, you got yourself a cheater. That's what you got. And this is something we fail to yield to because we want what we want so bad. We want what we want so bad that we fail to consider the risk. And a lot of times, you don't even be the only one he messing around with. You about 3 or 4. Sometimes you might be the only other one. But more often than not, cheaters cheat and have multiple partners. Cheaters cheat and have multiple partners, ladies, usually. Women love to think we so special because the dick is good, because y'all took a couple of trips. He opened up to me. You know, all that. I said all that goofy shit. I've said it all. I have experienced it all. I mean, I haven't experienced everything, but let me just tell you. I grew up. I had an aunt that was a side chick for like 30-something years. 30-something years. And how I stooped to doing this lets me know I was in a real low season of my life, because it was ingrained in me from my grandmother and my mother to never be the other woman. Never do that. My grandmother used to say, don't be no backdoor bitch. If you all are offended by cussing, this is the wrong video for you, because I'm going to cuss a little bit. I'll try not to cuss a lot. I love the Lord. I try not to cuss a lot, but especially when I'm quoting people, I'm going to say what they said, okay? Just like they said it. Very good. So, yeah, my grandmother cursed a lot. And so I grew up knowing better. I think I want to do a series of videos that talk about the different aspects and the different reasons we find ourselves in these situations. I also want to talk about how I exited that situation, and it hurt like hell. But I'm gonna talk about strategy, because I'm not one of those people that like talking about problems and don't provide solutions. When I say I was. This was something that I ended fairly recently, almost 2 years ago. I moved out of state, and he wasn't the inspiration for moving out of state, but he wasn't the main inspiration. I had been wanting to move since my mother passed away. I lived in Florida for over 20 something years. My mother lived in Chicago. Once my kids got grown, I just wanted to leave. I wanted to start new. And so when I was dealing with that situation and some stuff on my job, I was just like, you know what? I want a fresh start. So I ended up moving to the West Coast. Best decision ever. So again, back to my point, I want to do videos about strategy, how to exit these situations that we find ourselves in. You know, I know there are some side chicks that love being side chicks. They proud of being side chicks. That's not my niche. Those are not the type of women I'm speaking to. It's not. I'm speaking to women who have settled, made an in-life settlement for this relationship dynamic. But they're being untrue to themselves, because it's not what they really want. They really want monogamy. They really want this man, and they want to just be with him. Yeah. Those are the women I'm talking to. So no matter how you found yourself in it, whether he was upfront and you settled or accepted, or whether he lied and you eventually found out, no matter how you got into the situation, you're not happy about the dynamic. You want the man, but you're not happy about having to be the other woman. This is who I'm speaking to. This is who I'm speaking to. You know, for the proud side chicks, I'm sure they got some influencers that speak your language. I don't, because I'm not proud of my participation in contributing to another woman's pain, and ultimately my pain. Because at the end of the day, I can't protect every woman, but the one I betrayed most was me. So I think I'll do a series. I think I will do a series, and I'll talk about different aspects of being the other woman. And like I said, I will definitely talk about strategy, because, you know, if this is something you really don't want to do forever, then we want to talk. Then you want to hear what I got to say, for sure. So if you think you will like this content, like, share. I'm new on the YouTube scene. I do most of my talks on Facebook. Not even so much Instagram. I'm trying to stream over to Instagram, but I do most of my talks on Facebook. I'm old school. Okay, I'm a middle-aged woman, so Facebook was my stomping grounds, right? But I'm new to the YouTube scene, so, you know, go ahead and like and support. You know what I mean? Let me build up this channel. I talk about relational issues in general, but I want to do a segment specifically for the other woman. Yeah. So if you're feeling it, go ahead and like, share. Y'all be blessed. I'll be back.